Put your 3D glasses on then, pussy, cause you know we coming straight at you.
Yeah. PPV live with this motherfucker with your man, Miss Circle City 2C, this motherfucker, Indianapolis, Indiana blog on you pussy ass niggas. You bitch ass niggas, y'all niggas already know what time it is. Chop Editor co-host. 30 shots in the nigga, 30 spots, everything official, referee, you know, pussy ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? I came to give a review on this Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me. I'm fresh out the theaters, my nigga. Shout to LT Hutton, Benny Boone, Demetrius Shit Jr., play Tupac, the other niggas was directors, producers. Shout to the whole cast, my nigga. I just came to get my thoughts because I'm a real 90s nigga. I'm from this era. I remember all this shit. Had the albums, I remember the MTVs, I remember the news clips, I remember all this shit. So I'm just gonna give a brief summary over the overall from beginning to end. I mean, intro, I think it was a solid intro. The whole movie, I feel like they made it to depict the spirit of Tupac. You know what I mean? Because anybody that's from my era that knew Tupac before this shit, you know where he come from. Black Panther era, Black Panther era. You know what I mean? Mama Feeney, she was down with the shit. So all this shit was already embodied in him before he rapped. You know what I mean? If the feds kick in your door when you 10, the feds is coming to your school asking, who is this? Where's the Tulu? Who's the Feeney? You know what I mean? You gonna have a sense of, I gotta hold my people down, not telling. Like, the type of shit that he had as a kid, this shit was embedded in him. A lot of this shit gets embedded through niggas once they become rappers, you know what I mean? Nah, nigga, he was solid stumped down from the beginning. So they showed that, you know what I mean? I like how they portrayed that. They showed who Matulu was. I feel like they could have put more emphasis on Matulu, but it's time restraints. You can't just focus on Matulu, because I feel like Matulu and the Feeney was the core of Tupac, because they were from the movement. The whole Black Panther movement was the core of Tupac. Caring for black people. You gotta look out for each other. That's my brother. You know what I mean? He lived by that. You know what I mean? So then they transitioned to him moving to Baltimore. You know what I mean? The opening scene was police beating up on the brother. You know what I mean? Like shit that he was already witnessing. They showed the Jada shit. They showed the School of Baltimore Arts where he met Jada. You know what I mean? That was accurate. Then the transition to Marin. No. Then they showed where his mom was on crack then. You know what I mean? Because they showed her strong black woman. Feeney was strong as fuck. Like, she went to court and held herself down against the feds and won her trial. Like, they showed the strength of this woman and they showed the decline of this woman. You know what I mean? And that affected Tupac. Like, all this shit affects Tupac. They showed everything that affected him that made him the rapper that he was. You know what I mean? On my mama. You know what I'm saying? So they showed Feeney was strung out on crack and the end of the Baltimore shit. You know what I mean? And Pac was like this, that, and the third. So the mama, Feeney wanted to move him to Marin County, you know what I mean? California. You know what I mean? So he ends up moving to Marin. The first scene he seen was somebody get stabbed. A man spit on a woman's kid and then she stabbed him. Like he said this in an interview, I have the interview. You know what I mean? So they portrayed that. That was actual facts. This nigga said that. So when I seen it, I already knew what the fuck. You know what I mean? I knew this whole movie like the back of my hand because I got all this shit. You know what I mean? So they showed, I feel like this the whole Marin shit. I felt like when he was in Marin, when he was in Cali, that's where he got his game. I feel like they didn't really show that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? He was already militant, but when he moved to Marin, from the fucking interviews I seen with niggas that knew him, he was militant, but he really wasn't on that shit yet. I feel like they didn't show him from the transition from just knowing and to putting it into action. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they missed that element right there. So they showed the whole Marin shit. They showed the shit where niggas pressed him at a festival. You know what I mean? And niggas end up shooting, killing the little nigga. I mean, RIP to the little homie. But they didn't show the aftermath when niggas chased Tupac down. You know what I mean? Because I guess for movie time purposes, you know what I mean? The whole scenario was that Tupac got into it with these guys. You know what I mean? Like it showed the movies, niggas pressed him, niggas got to bump it. You know what I mean? Somebody had a gun. You know what I mean? From what I heard in the interviews I heard fucking years ago, it was a book bag being passed around between the outlaws. Somebody had a gun, never say he pulled a gun, but they not saying that this was the gun that was used to shoot this straight bullet at this kid. You know what I mean? So everybody's feeling some type of way about Pac. You know what I mean? Newfound fame. He's still coming home, fucking with the locals, fucking with his people. But it's always one or two motherfuckers that want to try you. And the niggas tried him and they got what they was looking for. Somehow, Lil Homie gets smoked. Tupac is to blame. So the story I heard, niggas chased Tupac down. You know what I mean? They chased Tupac under a car, all type of shit. You know what I mean? It was like the whole town against one nigga. All you can do is run. You know what I mean? So I heard the police saved and they ain't show none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like through resources, I know this is fact. You know what I mean? This happened. You know what I mean? So they didn't show that. You know what I mean? I felt like the aftermath was pivotal. You know what I mean? The aftermath of that situation was pivotal. But you've seen the effects when they were showing it because the whole basis, Tupac was narrating his shit through his jail interview when he went for his sexual seduction case, sexual assault, case. You know what I mean? Not rape, sexual assault's a difference. You know what I mean? He was narrating it there and they just cut back in the scene where he was just thinking about it. You know what I mean? I felt like that scene could have been different. But it was accurate to time. You know what I mean? It's a movie. Can't do everything. Transition, boom. So after the Marin shit, let me give an overall summary. Cause I feel like that's all the shit that they could have did different. Death Row shit was cool. I like the nigga that they cast as Suge. That nigga was on point. I like that Suge better than the fucking Straight Outta Compton Suge. He looks more like Suge. That shit was on point. They showed where the money disputes, you know what I mean, with Suge and Tupac, you know what I mean, saying you owe me more money, I'm gonna let you go. But then Suge was a street nigga. Like, he didn't want to let Tupac go, but he was going to give him Death Row East. Like, don't go nowhere, but I'm going to give you something for your own, but he's still going to make money off you at the same time. Like, Suge was a paper gangster and a gangster, you know what I mean? So, everything else was on point. Everything else on point. They showed his relationship with Kadada. I feel like they should have showed Keisha Morris, which was Tupac's wife, while he was locked up in Dead or More in '95. They did not speak on Keisha at all. I felt like that was disrespectful. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I ain't saying why he married her, but that was his wife, and they didn't show that. They should have gave Keisha some type of something. You know what I mean? Everything else was on point to me. I'm a Tupac historian. You know what I mean? So other than that, man, it was a good movie. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say no Jada Pickett type shit. You know what I mean? Because she felt like her character, her relationship with Tupac was not portrayed accurately. Because she was saying some shit about Pac didn't read me no poem. I ended up finding about the poem through his book. We even had no argument backstage. I seen all that shit, you know what I mean? Other than that, I thought the movie was accurate. I never knew Tupac. I just knew the shit that I seen in the news since I was a child, and I followed that nigga. So that's my overall view, nigga. Miss Circle City, nigga. 2 cities, you bitch ass nigga. I'm out this motherfucker. Bah!
Put your 3D glasses on then, pussy, cause you know we coming straight at you.